In America today, approximately 40 to 60% of the US population is overweight. Is this a problem? Does there need to be something done about this? The answer, of course, is absolutely yes. Parents set a primary example for their children in today's society. What a children sees their parents doing is what the children will most likely be doing when they become adults. You constantly see little girls or little boys running around saying, "Oh, I want a big belly like daddy," or "I want a big belly like mommy." Parents need to set the example for their children so that we don't end up with a society where kids are dying at the age of 30 because of overweight issues, or that parents are dying at a younger age because they're overweight and they struggle with obesity or even morbid obesity. There are too many people in this world that don't understand the impact that they're having on others by carrying their weight around. You know, I have nothing against overweight people. I really don't. I just wish that there was more of an awareness to how serious this issue is. It's become a problem in not just the U.S. It's become a problem in all over the world. We have overweight people now in countries where people were seldom overweight. It's unbelievable. There's many different things that you can do. That's the whole point of this video, is that there's many different things that you can do to um, actually keep the weight off or to take the weight off if you're struggling with that. One, obviously, is to start eating less. Sometimes it's very difficult because eating is actually a serious addiction, which can be compared to any addiction, such as drinking or smoking, and it's serious. The addiction to food affects you in numerous ways, as does smoking, as does drinking. It's not healthy for your body at all. So one thing you can do is eat less. A second thing you can do is exercise. Now, a lot of people think, oh, I need to go out and run 5 miles or 10 miles or 15 miles, whatever you need to do. Like, oh, because I got to get this weight off. No, you don't need to do that. You need to start small. You need to take a walk around the block. Get out of your house. In today's society, everyone is stationary. We sit here, you know, and look at our computers, look at the TV, play video games, whatever we're doing. It's in front of a screen. The whole idea of exercise is to get your butts off some kind of seating area and get your body moving. It doesn't matter how much it moves as long as it's moving. So another key thing that you can do is to exercise. Take a walk around the block, play with your children at the park, do something. Third thing, don't eat at fast food restaurants, or limit your fast food eating to, let's say, 2 times a week or 1 time a week. Millions and millions of dollars are spent on fast food every year. Thousands of dollars can be spent by one individual each year. It's unbelievable. The fast food industry has prospered from all the overweight individuals in our country. So a third thing you can do is don't eat out as much. It's not only unhealthy for you, it creates a problem for money because you're spending way more than you ever thought. My brother, who's not overweight, went to Wendy's for 6 weeks every Sunday after church. And I guarantee that he spent over, actually it's probably longer than that. He probably went for about 8 weeks. I guarantee he spent close to $100 on the food that he ate. And that's only in 2 months. $100, 2 months, 12 months, $600. But he only went one time a week. And people go, 5 times a week. So one thing you can do is you can also stop eating out. You know what? Go to the park with your children, but don't, on the way back, Don't stop at a McDonald's. Don't stop at a Taco Bell. Don't stop at some fast food restaurant where they are providing food that you don't need and that's not good for your body. It's difficult when you have an addiction to food to avoid these places because the only thing you can see when you're driving down the road is food or places to get food. You know, I understand. But that's another thing you can do. You can limit how many times you got to eat. Um, a fourth thing you can do is you can get an accountability partner. You know, doing it alone isn't very much fun. My father, who's not, I mean, he's a little overweight, but he's tried to do it all on his own. Now, my grandpa, on the other hand, who was overweight, worked alongside my grandmother, and he looks terrific now. He lost probably over 25 pounds. You know, didn't have to get a trainer or anything. He exercised. He didn't eat as much. He ate less. And you know, my grandpa's like 70 something. You know, he's not going to be able to go out to run 5 miles, but he took off the weight. So it's doable for anyone to get rid of the extra weight that you're carrying around. But that's another thing you can do. You can get an accountability partner. You know, some people are very strong-willed, and they can push themselves a lot farther than others can. But others aren't wired that way. For some people, it's very difficult to have self-confidence, to push themselves, to be strong-willed. You know, so you need somebody to push you along, to give you help, to give you guidance. That's where a trainer could come in, or that's where a spouse or one of your children could come in, you know, or for maybe a child, a friend could come alongside you and help you work out and stay dedicated to working out. You know, the weight's not going to come off in one day. It's going to take a while, as does everything. It takes a while to get over smoking. It takes a while to get over your addiction to, you know, whatever it is. It's going to take time. Progress is made over time. It does not happen instantly. Everyone wishes it does, but it doesn't. So, accountability partner would help a lot. Those are 4 little tips that you can have to lose weight. But a 5th thing, you can cook your own food, which is great. I mean, I mentioned before not eating out. The other side of that would be cooking your own food, obviously. But there's things that you can do to cook foods that are healthier for your body. For example, you can, or even in the food you purchase, you can buy baked chips. Those are a lot healthier than other kinds of chips. You can, you know, you can buy chicken that's not, you know, deep fried. Like, you know how many calories are on that? You know, you can limit the salad dressing in your salad, or all the extra stuff that you put on there that makes it seem healthy, but it just adds to the calories. You know, there's little things that you can do. You can smaller the food portions that you serve those around you and yourself. Because the food portions, oh my gosh, the food portions in today's society is a lot larger than it used to be. It used to be, you know, you get like a little teeny plate, like this, and now you get like a plate like that's this big. You get burgers, you know, you get burgers that are bigger than a normal size plate. And it's just ridiculous. Food portions have definitely increased. So another thing you can do is you can decrease your food portions. I'm not an expert on health, and I've I've never I've never really taken a class on health or anything. But I know that in order to maintain your body, you have to do. You can't sit around. You have to act. Acting on the problem can help you progress in this fight to gain a healthier life. But sitting around thinking about how to approach the situation isn't getting you anywhere. Experiment a little. See what works for you. Your body may respond to workouts differently than other people. But I guess the whole point of this video is to make people more aware of the problem that's seen not just in our country but all over the world, and the growing problem, if I might add. 60%, 40 to 60% of the adult population are overweight, and 20 to 30% of them are obese, not just overweight. So it's difficult, especially when parents are setting the example for the generations to come. Who will set example for generations to come? Who will set example for generations to come? So see, it's like a repeating cycle. If parents can't set a good enough example for children about how to maintain their weight, then this cycle will, it will continue. This problem will continue to grow, and eventually we'll get to the point where it's just irreversible, unfortunately. And I can tell you that would be a sad day. Because what parent doesn't want to be involved with their children's lives? What good parent doesn't want to set a good example for their children? What parent doesn't want to spend time with their children in the playground, or, do things with them, engage in activities with them? And it's sad to me that it's the weight on your body can prevent you from enjoying those moments with your children. If I was a parent, I'm not even a parent, but that saddens me. It saddens me to hear stories about parents who want to be involved in their children's life, but they can't because of their weight condition. And I just feel bad. Because parents, you're setting the example for your children. And they need parents who will set a good example for them, and who will be there for them. Parents with weight issues, serious weight issues, can die at a younger age. There's just more problems that come along with the issue of weight. Anyway, I don't even know. I just hope that you like this video. Hope it raises some awareness. My advice, my last words: act. Don't sit. Act. Get up. Do something. Don't sit there. Inaction does not promote progress, but action does.